Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. Finally got, well, it's not dry out, but it's a dry day without rain. This whole week has been just crap here. But anyways, I got a couple of projects lined up here. We're gonna do a couple of them today here. I finally got my big fuel tank, my gas tank that I use for machinery stuff, mostly empty. And we have to switch over the pumps. I got a new hose for it. The gun is fine. The nozzle gun is good. And a new filter. And a new filter for it too. So here's my new tank anyways. I brought it up here so we could work on it. But today's actually not the day we're working on this because I don't have the other tank quite empty yet. But this is my new tank. It's like a half size. So I actually have one right now that's twice the size. I don't use that much gas. I don't even need this much gas really, because all I use it on is like my trimmers, which we're going to do a bit of today. Sweeper paddling out the front of the gate there. I can show you that. So anyways, here's your filler guy here. And this has actually been used. There's a little bit of gas in the bottom of there. I thought they would have brought me like a new tank, but that's all right. That's good. So, and then it's got a double line in it. So I guess if it, I don't understand that because you think the outside would probably leak before the inside, but the old tanks used to be just one, well, basically like this round circle here. Say that's a tank, right? It used to be just that, and then it would, you know, leak through and then slowly leak out, and you'd be like, I just filled that up, where's it all gone? Because it would be probably slow enough that it would just kind of leak out and then evaporate, right? But these now have a double liner in them, so, which is interesting. So I guess, I don't know, the fuel's on the inside of the liner, the inside tank liner. Then there's this outside liner. Well, it's probably going to be this one that's going to leak first before the, so I don't understand it. But anyways, there's your little leak detector. And the funny thing was, I've had this sitting here for, well, down at the garage for a while. And I went to move it the other day, and this was almost up here. I'm like, that's weird. Wow, is it leaking? So I picked it up, you know, with the tractor right on here. Just by the time I got up here, it had gone down again. So I don't know. I don't understand it. But anyway, so that's a project. Got to get rid of my stoves here. Eventually, we take that to scrap. This is partially what we have to do today. And this is a hitch that I made. I actually built this. I think I mentioned it a few videos ago there. I wanted to take you guys on this adventure, but it was crappy outside. I'm like, I just got to get it done. So basically I had this 2-inch, I think it is, 1, 2. Look at the bugs and everything today. They're out in full force. This 2-inch, 3/4 inch flat steel that I drilled out for the ball hitch. Now the only thing I'm a little concerned about is when I drilled it, there wasn't a whole lot left on the sides. As you can see there's not a whole lot. Now a normal hitch is actually a little bit wider than that, but so far it's been all right. So far it's been good. So but what we're getting into today is the result of what happened when I was welding this. I got it all welded up, all good. Where the heck was it now? I think it was on the top here. I'm like, I want to just fill this in a little bit more here and you know, make it a little more solid. And I'm like, oh crap, stupid welder, it's wire stuck on the tip again, right? I'm like, so try to fix it. I'm like, what the heck? I got the tip out. It's like, it's still not working. What the heck's going on here? I'm like, oh, you know what? I bet you I'm out of freaking wire. So sure enough, we went through another spool of wire. So I got this just finished welded up, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's gonna have to be good. So primed her, painted her, been using her, and you can see it's already scratched it off. So, but I went, normally the hole would be like here, right? I wanted it just a little bit longer so I could get the trailer just a little bit further away from the tractor. Not much, just a bit. And what my idea was too was when it's mounted in my 3-point hitch, trailer hitch bracket thing there, if you adjust your top link, it should slowly bring the ball up like that, which it does. What I was thinking was if I could get it to adjust a little more up, it would lift the little mini X trailer a little bit higher, and it didn't seem to really work anyways. But the problem was when I put this right down to the ground, it was too high like this, then it wouldn't get under the Mini X ball. So I'm like, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. It was a good little project though. We had to cut and drilled, and then torched this red hot, and then bent her to the right angle, right? Because there's a little bit of anglage in this guy right here. So when this comes out, and that's like a 29-degree angle, so that's got to be right to be straight. Or, you know, I actually had it too much, and it was kind of, can't remember which way it was going. I'm like, oh, too much. I think it was too much. So it was going up like this, so I had to heat it up again and bend her back, and that seems to be good so far. I've hauled five graves I've dug so far this spring, and so far so good. But anyways, so we got to get in the shed here, and the door's finally locked, but I'll show you there's still a problem there. So because of the frost, normally what happens is, I guess this corner of the building heaves up with the frost, and is that right? It heaves, yeah, and it lifts this bolt thing up higher so it doesn't go into my little catcher guy. But now it almost seems like it's too low. Find it again there. It still works, but it's not nice and smooth like it should be. So I don't really want to drill this hole any bigger. I guess I could, so it would, you know, have a bit more play. But anyways, so what we got to do today is put a new spool of wire in the welder. I brought her up from the shop so we could do this. And of course I don't have power out here to run this, but I run it off my generator here. So we got to get that out. We'll clear a little room here to work. We got some stuff kind of building up I need to get rid of. A table for one, and the rest of that jug of oil, I guess I'll just take it down to the garage. And there's a couple of jugs there I got to take to the hazardous waste stuff when it opens up. I think it's on the 11th, so it's coming up. I'll have to take those over, and I'll dispose of them. Or we could just dump it in the river. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine that? Going down the river into that big lake down there? Oh, it would just kill everything. There'd be a slick... Actually... goose control. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Holy cow, there's enough pollutants and harmful hazardous things roaming around the world now. It doesn't need to be another 20 gallons of oil down the river. Can you imagine though? That would definitely kill the geese. Or prevent them from wanting to go in the water. And then they'd be in my backyard. We like it here better. Okay, so yeah, what do we gotta do? We're gonna have to soon get the zero turn out. We gotta bring the battery out. We did have it running through the winter there. It seemed to run good, but the grass is greening up, but it's not really growing much. So I don't know, whatever. Kids were out on the bikes the other day and blew the master link off somehow. So I gotta tear all that apart too. It's all jammed and wedged in on the sprocket and everything. I gotta see if I can find if I've got a couple of spares. I know I got them somewhere, but I can't remember now. So it's another thing to look into. Got lots to do. It's just been so crappy and rainy. I haven't been able to do anything. It's pissed me off, honestly. Okay, so we need that guy off. We'll get you on a bit of a TP here somewhere. And get the generator pulled out and fired up, hopefully. And start putting the wire back in here. Okay, let's fire up the gen. I think the oil should be fine. We changed it not too long ago, so it should be good. And I haven't had this going since the last crappy storm in the winter there, so which really was good. Enjoyed that. Nice to have heat at least. Push and go. Oh yeah, buddy. That's got to be on. We'll let it warm up a minute here. That's on. Eco throttle's on. 35 hours. Pretty cool. We'll grab our cord here and hook it to the welder. Big mother cord. Find the right one. Oh, they jump in this thing. Quite a thing to wrestle with. Okay. Now we'll plug her into the welder. Alright, back here's this one. I think actually the switch is on, so this might turn on as soon as I... Yeah. Okay. Now let's check a couple of things here before we get the spool out. Let's just check, make sure we got some power. Oh, hey, we do. Nice. Okay, that's good. I want to check the, actually, let's put that back on there first. I want to check the spools here. Make sure. It doesn't look too bad to me. It kind of looks like it's been riding a little bit up on there, though. See the shinier there? That's maybe not so good. But anyways, back on there. That's just a free floating one there. And then you set your tension. That there, and then there's one here as well. This is the main drive. That one looks good. Doesn't even look like they've hardly been used. Wow. Good. I'm pretty happy with that. Been 4 spools of wire through this thing, I think now. It's a fair bit, you know. Okay, so yeah, this will be our 5th, I guess, coming through now. So, so I've got two extra cards here. It's supposed to be there, but this one's the. Oh yeah, the flux cord stuff uses the rigid or the little knurls on it. Aluminum, I don't know why they give you that, because you can't really. I don't think you can weld aluminum. You need the gun itself, which I have on my other welder for. Stainless steel, interesting. Steel and stainless steel is the ones we got on here, so it didn't come with the other ones, so I guess you'd have to buy them separately. So, all right, well, let's get the spool out here. Everything should be good, and feed her through. Okay, it's just like a Christmas present. So this is 44 pounds, 20 kilograms of 0.035 wire. It's about $100 for a roll of this stuff. But let me tell you, there's a lot in 44 pounds of wire. There it is. There's a lot of wire on that guy. Holy shnikes. Okay, let's get her down here and see if we can get it on the. I guess we gotta pull this plastic off first. So where I get all my stuff from, the guy sold his business. Somebody else took it over, so I don't really know who the guy is or anything about him, but there's a nice old guy that I bought all my stuff from there. So far, you know, this guy's fine, but yeah, so okay, let's get her on the right way here too. Okay, so this thing is heavy. I think we want to do it. Can't remember now, I might probably go in the wrong way, but that'll take it off the top. And then I think that's right. I don't think you'd want to go up that way. I can't remember. But it's easily changeable, so I'm gonna need a pair of cutters though. Hang on a sec. Okay, got some cutters. This should just start feeding right through. A little bend there, I don't like that. Have her pretty much bang on straight. Try to cut it without any little burrs on it. And that's got to feed through and then into the liner. There she goes. Better lock that guy down. Let's give him a little bit of a head start. And that guy can go there and there. Okay. Now we got the gun stretched out a bit. We'll just pull the nozzle off, and then hopefully I could speed this up. It's actually gonna kind of do it on its own here. And I don't have a tip in here yet, but we'll run the wire through. quite a bit of holes in this in the hose here. Gotta be just about there. You can actually feel it kind of coming through. Oh, coming through right about now. Look at that. Okay, well, that's good. I'm happy with that. Let's go to the front little drawer guy here, which is conveniently already open for me for some weird reason. And grab ourselves a 35-pound tip. Good. That's a 35. Yeah. The old guy, I really liked him. Well, everybody liked him, but he was pretty cool when he didn't like doing up bills, right? So if you're like, oh, hey John, I need a couple of these tips, you just go grab a pack, throw it in your pocket. He'd be like, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. He didn't like doing up bills, I guess. So he was getting old though. He was done. Ow, jabbing me. Let's cut that off. That might have threaded in a little further than that, but I guess that's it. So the Miller and the Hobart ends work together apparently. There we go. We're good to go. I think this is shortened up a little bit. It's got a little bit more of the tip sticking out. Yeah, we're good. All right, sweet. Okay, before I forget, I better put the lock-in collar on. There we go. She won't come off midstream. That would have sucked. But anyways, we are good. Close her down. And on to the next job. Alright, the other job I got to do today, while it's somewhat nice, is a little bit of sweeping on the other side of the gate here. Brushing, sweeping, I think it's more like paddling, I don't know. It's where the snowplow pushes off all the grimy, salty, crappy stuff that they do every year. So we'll get you located here somewhere, maybe on the back of the car, and we'll fire up and we'll do some paddling. I haven't had this going all winter, so hopefully it'll start. I think I got her bang on with the valves when we did them there the last time. Holy mother, I wasn't ready for that. So what I'm going to do is flip it upside down and then drag it back towards me like this. It's going to be kicking it at me, but it's a lot easier in your body to do that than trying to hold it back and push it. So it might be the odd time I have to push it, but here we go. Well, that's got the worst of it. Trouble is, well, I'd really love to have nice lush green grass growing here, but these trees here, I don't get sun until about 3 o'clock. By that time it's kind of almost gone and I get nothing here, so nothing grows. I have had flower beds here on both sides. That side was a little better, but this side just nothing, just crap. So there is so much sand down here. I still got a bunch, but like I say, I don't grow lush green grass here, so I'm just probably going to leave this, let it dry out a little more, get that top layer of crap off, let her dry out a little bit, and then go at it again, because it's so mushy right now it doesn't really want to do anything. So, but there's still lots here. Still lots here. I think this is some sod, of whatever sod that's here. It looks like it came out of that bit of a hole there, so most people would use a rake. I use my legs. This is probably either me that ripped this up, or the big town snowplow guy. It's probably me, likely. But anyways, so yeah, I don't usually get too much more down. I'll probably go over it once more, but it's kind of, you know, so. But people use this as they come in here, oh crap, I'm lost, and they turn around right here and then they leave again. So I'm like, well, there's no point in putting nice grass there because it's just not going to work. It doesn't grow. People keep driving on it. That's not going to help either. So I should have just paved it or put in a Hortons. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So that crap there, I'll get the loader bucket, try to scoop that, shovel it in. There's probably maybe 200 pounds freaking gravelly rocky sand crap there, but they sand right into here, right? So whenever we plow it, it pushes it all off here. It always goes off this side. It's not usually too much on our front lawn, but oh well, what can you do? So it looks a little better though. Probably should do that side, but there isn't really much there because I went at it with the leaf blower a little bit earlier. Got rid of some leaves and stuff that were collected by the gate. Got to do a new no dog sign soon. It's getting a bit tired. It's all deteriorated from the UV. You can touch it and it pretty much turns to dust. So yeah, it's not in good shape. So the only thing that's holding it together is the vinyl, probably. So I'm going to make a new one, but I don't think I'm going to post it here. I'm going to post it on the new sign down inside there, and see how long it takes till I get dogs coming in, because they'll be like, oh, I didn't see a sign. Oh, well, dude, you drove right past it. This sign here, after I put it up, was like 3 years until I had nobody finally bringing no dogs in. Couldn't believe it. That was pretty bad. So but anyways, not much else going on. What else we got today? The wire. I really want to do some more on the AR, but I can't because it's been so wet. I haven't been able to. I've got the new clutch brake arm painted. It's hardened for about a week, being so crappy out here. I actually painted the battery box cover today. I know I was going to save it for a video with you guys, but it's just been so damp out, I wouldn't probably be able to paint it efficiently enough in the shed there. So I got the heat on down in the garage and did her down there. So that seemed to work good. I've coated, primed it, and then coated the inside with the classic green, and we're soon to do the outside, the top of the lid. And she should be good to go. I'll have a battery cover again, so it actually worked out pretty good. That's another video I couldn't do with you guys because I was didn't have a vise and stuff all up here and the workbench set up, so I just hammered it all down there and put her together and brazed it all down there. It worked good. So but other than that, we'll get the AR up soon, hopefully next week-ish, or a few odd days here coming. It's sort of breaking up a bit now, but the rain we've had this week has just been stupid. And I think actually it's supposed to rain again the start of next week too, so. April's been such a washout. Haven't been able to hardly do anything outside. But anyways, we'll get to her soon. So what's our next objective? Is probably getting the zero turn going, because we're gonna need it for mowing, I would imagine, soon. Well, it's not really warmed up here either, so it's sort of greened up with the rain, but it's not really started to grow a whole lot, so nothing really needs cut yet, which is kind of nice. But yeah, anyways, we'll figure out something. But that's probably about it for today. I gotta get back to work. I'm doing this on my lunch hour, so hopefully I didn't go over time. And you guys have a good day. We'll catch you all later. And so what was it we were thinking we're gonna do next? I want to do some more on the AR. I want to get it up and get the brake band off it and inspect it and see how wore out it is, because it's nice to have brakes on a big heavy duty piece of iron moving down the road like that, right? So I got to get it hopefully going soon, because we got the show coming up at the TSC near the end of May here, so we've got some time, but we need a nice day that I can get it out and do some work on it. Plus I want to check all the plugs underneath that we sealed with the thread sealant stuff, and see if anything's dripping still. Shouldn't be after that, but oh yeah, we got to do our fuel tanks too. That might be kind of the next sort of ish thing coming up. That's another nice day. Got to get that situated again, so and then take it down and replant it back where it was, and I don't know, I guess they'll come pick up the old one, take it away. I don't know. But yeah, so that's it. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day.